Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and you are looking down the gun barrel of a GW Panther, GW Panther, and we're on the northeast spawn of Live Oaks, and the name of the driver of this vehicle is Slappy. He's also got some numerals after his name, but I don't quite understand the significance of that. But anyway, he's in the GW Panther, which is the Tier 7 German SPG, and he's got one mark of excellence on his barrel, so he obviously knows what to do with it. Now Slappy is moving away to his firing position, dodging his teammates in the process. No, he hasn't chosen where to be yet. No, he's happy now. He's going to fire from that position. Very odd position. It's quite out in the open. Okay, he's got an AMX 1375, or 1357 rather. He shoots a round in, judges it, and he gets a fire! Oh my god, look at that! And he kills the AMX 1357 with a fire on his first round. Unbelievable. That is very lucky. Okay, there's another target turned up, an STA-2 towards the south, but yes, he is going to aim at it. He's also aiming at an M103. Now this is a tier 9 battle, so seeing as he's bottom tier Arty, he could do a lot of damage and get a lot of hit points, a lot of win 8 off this battle. That was a good 179 hit point hit on the M103. The good thing about the GW Panther is it's got a turret, which means it can cover a very wide field of fire without getting reticule bloom too much. Okay, that T-34-2 should be able to spot for him, find out where the Skoda's gone. Okay, there's the Skoda. He shoots around him, but he anticipated it was going to pull forward. It didn't. It pulled back. But that's not a problem because he's reloading. Now he is actually indicating that in chat as well, which is very good. It tells his teammates what he's doing, how long he's got before he'll be ready again. But unfortunately he lost the T-34-2 because he was double teamed by the STA-2 and the Skoda together. It appears this team does know how to do damage. That was a good solid hit. 712 hit points there. Almost a max roll. Okay, he's got that Skoda that was being a problem. He's fired a round out. Oh, it fell just behind. But it has caused some damage. Splash damage, 88. 2 critical hits. He's relocating further west, but that's towards the town. Now, there are still enemy in the town. It does look like Slappy's team are being boxed in. The enemy occupies nearly 3/4 of the battlefield at the moment. They've seized 3/4 of the battlefield. And he's getting awfully close to some of the enemy. So close that he might actually have to shotgun some of them. Now I think what he's doing is he's actually trying to use the city as cover so he can shoot back at the enemy on the south route coming up towards the cap. Because they've broken through, and the only thing that's holding them back now is 2 tank destroyers, and those 2 tank destroyers are an IKV and an STRV. Now he can get some rounds into the side of these tanks. He can do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Okay, there was a Chiri there. Yeah, he sees it. It's stationary. Rounds out. Oh, it overshot, but it's 634 hit points. It's just short of a max roll. And the Chivi is getting hit, further hit, so he picked up some stun assist there. He's almost reloaded. Rounds out. Direct hit! 293 hit points, kills the Chivi. Okay, now he needs to go after these two, the STA and the M103. The tank destroyers have relocated a little. The STRV is trying to hold up next to the coal pits. And he shoots at the Skoda, and he gets around into the side nearby. Does 252 hit points of damage, but the STRV has now been cornered and he's been wiped out. It took 3 of the enemy to get him though. Okay, he's now aiming for this Tiger 1. He's not completed his reload, but the town is now belongs to Slappy's team. He fires around blind. Of course, most of his forces have now pulled back. In fact, actually, he is now the most farthest east of all of his team. It appears that the 110 is nearby. Is going. Yes, he's going to look and see if he can find the enemy. There's an AMX CDC, French medium. He's the other side of that hill. It's a difficult shot. I don't think he can shoot at him now. He's Arty safe in that position on the other side of the ridgeline. It's too close for him to loop a shell over, but he can hit this T-29, and he's lining up a shot. Rounds out. It was a splash, 300 hit point splash. Okay, the M103. Now he's being protected by the 110 on his team, which is right in front of him. So he's shooting over the top at these enemy. Gets a round out and into the M103, stuns him. Is he going to pick up stun assist? No, I think the M103 used his first aid kit. He's 2/3 of the way through his load cycle. It appears that the other tanks on Slappy's team are doing some damage. They're keeping the enemy back. He's been spotted now, so he has to move. He did get a nice 164 hit on that M103 and picked up 503 in stun assist afterwards. And the M103 has been taken out. Okay, he's moved back far enough that he can't be seen now, but he's got that STA2. He shoots around it and he kills it. 176 hit points and that's gone. So it's his second kill. That T-29 is trying to hide behind those sheds, but it's not going to help him. Not if Slappy puts a round into him. And he's losing more hit points to that T-29. Slappy indicates his target with the T key. Rounds out. Ah, it fell just behind. 195 hit points this time. He's got a good stun. The other members of his team are requesting fire on that T-29. He's most of the way through his load cycle and the T-29 has been taken out, and that was the last enemy. So they managed to take out the enemy team when the enemy team was trying to hold their cap, and they failed to do the job properly. So Slappy's team managed to recover. After losing 3/4 of the battlefield, they managed to win it all back. So well done indeed. And it's an ace tanker for Slappy 00500 of what university? He also managed to pick up a bruiser medal for scoring at least 5 critical hits, module damages or crew incapacitations. He got a Gores medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. That's excellent. And we can see the array of the enemy that he hit. If we have a look at the team score, he did 3,711 hit points of damage. He came top. He came... Oh, he's a little way down. He's actually joint third with 2 kills. And if we look at the XP earned, because he was a tier 7 SPG in a tier 9 battle, he earned 1,255 base XP. That's a massive score because he did a lot of damage for a low tier tank against high tier enemy. He fired 14 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetrations, 6 splash. He did damage of 3,711 hit points, of which 3,394 was at more than 300 meters. He hit 7 of the enemy, destroyed 2, did assistance damage of 190 hit points. He did stun assistance of 943 and caused 11 stuns in total. With a premium account, he earned 58,092 credits. but after deductions for ammunition resupply, he takes away 42,412 credits. He earned base XP on a premium count of 1,883 experience points, but there's no multipliers, so that's all he took away. But that was a very nice round, Slappy. A good example of how the GW Panther can do very nicely in a very high tier battle. So well done indeed. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel because it really helps What Arty Noobs out. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.